Hi everyone, Bandanner here. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to WARNO League Season 0.5 from SDL. Today we are back with our second game with Tman and Darkneutron for their best of 5 set for the semi-finals. Today, Darkneutron will be playing as the 1st Armoured Division and Tman will be playing as the 24th Infantry. Let's have a look through Dark's deck. So, first up we have in logistics 2 command vehicles, the Rover Command and the Sultan Command. You get 3 of each of these, so plenty of commands there immediately. Then we've got the Chinook supply and 2 sets of the Bedford supply. So, once again, loads of supply available in this deck. Infantry, we've got the Milan 2, we've got arm rifles, ×2 in Warrior Milans. We've got the Terrier's Powers, Carl Gustav, which are forward deployable. We've got rifles in a Bedford truck, we've got Assault Pioneers, and we've got the gun group in the Warrior Milans again. Warrior Milans, remember, can be very good fire support vehicles, not to be underestimated. Artillery, we've got mortars, we've got M1 and 9s, and we've got the Abbott. Then in the tank tab, we've got 3 stacks of Challenger Mark 2s, the Chieftain Mark 11 Command, 2 sets of Chieftain Mark 11s, 1 set of Chieftain Mark 9, and the Rover Milan Para. A forward deployable ATGM Jeep. I will note that unlike other divisions that get a Jeep with the Milan, for some reason the British don't get the best stealth capability with theirs. It's marked down for some reason. I'm not sure why. I believe it is French bias. Then in the Recon tab, we have SAS Patrol, Scout Slaw 80, and the always wonderful Fox, which is great for getting behind enemy lines. In anti-air, we've got Tracked Rapier, the Javelin LML, and the Standard Javelin. In helicopters, we've got the Gazelle Rocket and the Lynx Hellarm. And then in air, we've got 2 cards of the Tornado F3 anti-air, 1 of the Tornado GR1 HE, and 1 card of the Jaguar HE2. Nice, pretty standard deck for the 1st Armoured Division. It's actually a division that quite a few players really rate highly in ranked, so you will see other games popping up with that quite often. Now, the 24th on the other hand, which is Tmans Deck, not something we see that much. Not completely surprised to see it in a tournament match, but just surprised in general when it pops up, because it is rare that this one pops up. So, logistics, it's got the M35 supply and 2 sets of the M548A2 supply vehicles. And then the Mutt Command vehicle, which comes in a card of 3. Over in the infantry tab, and this is where things I always think get a little bit more interesting for the National Guard teams, we have the MP Patrol M67, which is still a good squad. The M67 recoilless rifle, not as good as it once was, but still effective. We've got the Military Police, which are a very good squad. We've got the Fireteam AT4, the Engineers Dragon, and the Engineers Flash. Then we've got the National Guard Fireteam Law coming in their version of the Bradley, and then a Standard Fireteam Law coming in their version of the Bradley. Lots of Bradley firepower there. Then we have the ITO, which is very reasonable. It is better than the NG TOW. Just bear that in mind, they are different. That's why the ITO is here instead of that one. And then the NG Fireteam Leader. Then in artillery, just some mortars and the National Guard M109A2. Don't need anything special when it comes to the M109 realistically. As long as it fires on position, you will be reasonably happy. In the tank tab, we have the ITO, or the NG ITO on a Jeep. We've got the M1IP Abrams ×3. We've got the M1IP Abrams Command ×2. There's no NG Abrams here, the National Guard Abrams. There's a time and a place for those. They're not terrible, but you have to utilize them in a certain way, and I suspect that the feeling here is that Tman just hopes he can operate these tanks more independently. I will note that the NG ITO Jeep is not the same TOW, obviously, that they get in the infantry tab. They actually get the ITO on this vehicle. Recon, you get the Sniper and the Scouts. Anti-air, you get Stingers, Pivads, and Chaparrals here. Good set of anti-air, realistically. Helicopters, you got some Cobras there, 2 cards of, and 2 cards of the NG AH-64 Apache. Again, very good helicopters. I think, you know, there are some really good tools in this deck, and it gets overlooked a lot because it plays in a slightly odd way. In the air tab, you've got the F4E Phantom Anti-Air, the F-15C Eagle AA-2, the F4E Phantom HE Bomber, and then obviously 2 Strike Eagles. Really good air tab. The Strike Eagles are devastating. You've seen how effective they can be in some of the other tournament matches, where they just literally clear up the field. As long as you use them carefully, because they manage to dodge a lot themselves. But there we have it. An interesting deck, the 24th. Let's head into the game and see how they actually play out. Welcome everyone to Airport Duel for our second matchup between Tman and Darkneutron. Tman is over on the left in blue playing as the 24th, and over on the right in red Darkneutron playing as the first Armoured. I'm going to have a look at what Darkneutron has down first. You'll notice they've kind of set off already. I got us up to the point that things started rolling and then paused it. Here we've got a bunch of Terriers Paras with Carl Gustavs and a Rover Milan, which is obviously forward deployable as well. Spreading out and pushing up here. Rover Milan getting into a good position there, actually. That's quite cheeky. If you can see off some of the units coming in across this area, that's quite good. At the back there, we've got some Foxes, which are going to push up into the town as well, and one all the way over here. That'll be lucky to get there early, but could cause issues for the snipers. We've got a Fox heading around over here to Bravo to block that off. We've got a Rover Command heading around to Bravo, and once again, we see this done a lot. People keep doing this, and I'm waiting for someone to catch them out. People keep sending a single command on its own round to Bravo. Okay, it's got a Fox this time, but it's so interesting. People keep doing this. I'm waiting for people to catch on and just send like one unit over there to kill it. At the back here, we have some Javelins, Milan 2s, arm rifles, and a Chieftain Command, and they are sort of heading up and spreading out a bit. Going to be a Milan going over here to Foxtrot, definitely. We've got the command tank, looks to be going into Papa, and then over towards the center, I guess, here. Maybe then going to decide where to send it, and everything else anti-air-wise going into the center. Okay. Let's spin round. A big focus on the city here for Darkneutron. Let's have a look at what Tman is planning. So, snipers all across the front. Let's see where they're all going. So one sniper heading up here, one sniper heading all the way over to this side to keep eyes on Bravo, and one heading up to here into the buildings in the town. No surprise there. At this side of the map, we have a lot of stuff. We've got a Mutt CV, we've got a Fireteam 84, 2 Stingers, Military Police, Engineers Dragon ×3, an M1IP Abrams, and Pivads. All coming over towards Zulu and the town area. So this is where we're definitely going to see some fighting early on. Over at this side, where is that Engineer's Dragon going? It's found itself a very strange way across the map. That's not even a road there. That's acting strangely. Anyhow, so we've got a Stinger, we've got Engineer's Dragon, we've got an Ito ×2, we've got a Fire Team Leader, and we have a Chaparral. And all of that is mainly going over here. Yeah, so Tman's going to ignore Bravo and focus on Zulu, Alpha, and Echo for the time being. We'll switch over to the controller, get this show on the road. But yeah, it's bizarre to me. It is bizarre to me that most of the time, the person on Darkneutron's side, so the right-hand side of the screen right now, will send a command all the way up to Bravo here. And quite often without any cover, so not even the Fox. And it happens so often, I'm still waiting to see when a helicopter goes over there, just a cheap one, and kills it. I haven't seen it yet, but sooner or later people are going to catch on to that. Tornado F3 going all the way over towards the enemy base there. That's a little bit overextending perhaps. Is checking the AA, I guess. Gets a little tap by the Pivads, but nothing exciting. Obviously, down here, Darkneutron is definitely going to be in here first. Whoa! That is a lot of Gazelle rockets put down immediately. Fox is going in there. Those snipers are probably not long for this world. I saw a unit get called in up there, but I don't know what it was for Tman. Currently +2 to Tman as he's capped his back point, but that will be neutralized very shortly. Sniper's easily dealt with. Units still coming in down here, but this is where the fighting's going to be. Fox here engaging on some units that are coming in now. Fox could cause issues there, but hasn't managed to get a kill yet. T-Man obviously right at the edge of this town now. Bit of hefty fighting going on here. Currently neutralized. T-Man with a very slight lead, but those points aren't going to matter in the long run. And Jet still in the back for Darkneutron. And here come all of those helicopters as well. Chieftain moving down. T-Man has a nice foothold on this as well, and he will get his command in there. Here come those Gazelles. There is a Stinger in most positions, though the Gazelles will have free reign on these units here. Pivad's a little bit far back. It is being pushed up, though. Gazelle rockets will already be out of ammunition, so we'll have to retreat. F-15C Eagle is on the field. Will cause issues for that Tornado if they go head-to-head, I'm sure. But equally, they're both just sort of avoiding each other at the back of the map. Map control, maybe more in T-Man's favour. It looks a lot more focused on Darkneutron's side with the majority of units here. He's got a smattering of units over here, where T-Man's sort of spread out there, and then some units over here as well. He should have enough to push into this point a little bit. There's also another command coming in to capture Echo by the looks of it. Just wondering what's up with that Chieftain Mark 11 command over at this side at the moment. The early battle for the city is mostly over. Darkneutron's certainly coming out on top, but T-Man's managed to keep a little foothold there. Terriers, Paras getting engaged by the fire team and the military police there. Military police, very good squad in this situation, but they are getting fire support from the Fox. So, Fire Team 84 getting railed on a bit there. Cobra is coming across to assist though, and there isn't actually any anti-air over this side. No reinforcements coming in for this side either. The command's obviously no longer in that point. It's empty. Military police getting ripped apart by the Fox. Good fire support there. Doing a lot with very little in the grand scheme of things. This Cobra might change that though. I'm sure it will be engaged by the Tornado. So, I'm just wondering what these Gazelles are up to. I guess they're coming over to protect this point. Though they're not going to help very much versus that Cobra. Though that Cobra could certainly shoot them down because it does have a gun. Whereas those Gazelles do not. Lots of reinforcements being called in there now for T-Man. He wants that point. Obviously, there's very little in there for Darkneutron. There's the Tornado. I said it would come in. Doesn't manage to get the kill, though. And there's the Eagle coming in. Can it get the kill on the Tornado? Tornado's running. Eagle's missing. Missing. Gets a hit. Gets another hit. Gets the kill. Tornado coming in for the Eagle, though. Eagle takes a nasty hit. This could be the loss of an Eagle. It's evacing. Oh, that is a lucky Eagle. Oh, and it goes down. The missile gets it at the last second. That was very unlucky for the Eagle. I think that was just about out there. Well, that was a nice kill for Darkneutron. He'll be happy with that. Gazelle rockets not fared very well though. And the Chaparral, as ever, manages to get a great hit on that Tornado. Chaparrals are still very nasty. Skirmishing ongoing over this side of the map. T-Man in complete control of Zulu now. Done a good job at pushing Darkneutron back here. And maintaining a foothold on the edge of the city here. Or on the edge of the built up area. I guess it's not a proper city. Lots of gun groups and arm rifles coming in the Warriors. Chieftain Mark 11 Command taking a bit of a hit there from something. Darkneutron looking a little bit more defensive than aggressive at the moment. Obviously trying to push some units into here, but kind of locked down pretty well by Tman. And there's all the reinforcements arriving now for Tman. He called those in a while ago to go into this tree line and push into this point. There's the Rover Command there. There's a Milan there. It's not a lot to stop all those infantry. The Cobra survived its engagement. It did manage to pull back to get repaired at some point. Again, just feels right now like map control is in Tman's favor already. He just has better positioning, better spread across the map. Gun groups arriving in Foxtrot now with the Warrior Milans. But whether they are enough, I mean, they'll pull up a good fight against these things. The Dragons, though, will cause issues for the Warrior Milans. No tank up here yet for Tman, though. But I do see the M1IP Abrams command tank at the very top of the screen there. That's coming in and very likely coming to this side of the map. I'd be very surprised if it went elsewhere. Chieftains over there trying to protect the city. Engaging on the Abrams. Managed to do a lot of damage, actually. Warrior Milan has been destroyed by those Engineer Dragons. Oh, well, maybe not the Engineer Dragons. It may actually be the Ito that was over here because he's just killed the other one as well. The other Dragons probably couldn't see them yet. Nice shooting from the Ito, though, across the airfield. The airfield is a bit of a killing zone sometimes with ATGM spread along both sides of it. Lots of fighting in the city here. I'm a little bit worried that Darkneutron's becoming a bit bogged down in this fight here. He's got a lot of units in there. Hopefully these arm rifles are going to push into Zulu. Does look like they are. Need to keep the pressure on other places or Tman will just continue to spread. He's moving his commands Mutt CV round to this side now. Strike Eagle coming in there, looking for killing the Chieftains. Surely gets it. Does indeed. Gets a Chieftain Mark 11. Doesn't get the command tank on this occasion. Could come back for another pass, though. F-15C Eagle in as well to protect it. Strike Eagle coming in for another pass. Jaguar HE coming in as well. Another strike there. Oh! Jaguar HE2 goes down. Chieftain Mark 11 goes down as well, though. Good clear up by the Strike Eagle. Does take quite a bit of damage, though. We'll need time to repair. Tornado does come in, but the Eagles are already off the map. CV does arrive down here. There's no anti-air here, so these Gazelles will cause issues. The Stinger is firing from the other side, though. But nothing at this side. Chaparral is on the way. One assumes going to come this way. Let's double check that. Yes, indeed, it is heading over to this tree line there. Just in the center. Where is that tornado off to? Thought it might be thinking about a strafing run on something. The M1IP Abrams command has arrived as well now. Lots of cover in this point. Oh. ATGM firing out at it, though. Ooh. Lucky escape. Tornado F3. A little bit too close to the front. Gets taken out by the Chaparrals. And the Stingers. Nasty hit on the M1IP Abrams command there. Plus the Chieftain is in looking at it as well. Oh, it is really badly damaged now. Smokes itself out. That was nearly very nasty for the M1IP Abrams command. Nearly went down immediately. How are we looking over at Zulu? Arm rifles have made it into the point. That was important. Darkneutrons managed to clear up the rest of this town pretty much. You'll notice that Tman's actually stopped sending units in there. He's sending them elsewhere now. He's focusing on other parts of the map. Obviously, this area not looking great for Tman anymore. He's having to pull his forces back due to the overwhelming force coming in. He's moving his tanks up to assist in protecting at least part of that point. Over the other side of the map, Tman continues a good hold on this point, managing to pull up a bit of a fight with the Engineers Dragons. Obviously, this tank's had to pull all the way back. Currently +2 to Tman. He'll be happy with that for the moment. Obviously, it's a duel map, so points can be hard to come by. It takes a while for things to tick up. Tornado going in pretty deep here, going for that Apache. Is about to be hit by multiple jets by the sounds of it. Just the F-15 Eagle, which will now veer off. But there's a Strike Eagle in as well, going for the kill, and the Chieftain on the other side. Chieftain is down. Eagle is going for the Tornado. Strike Eagle is evacing. Oh, Eagle took a lot of fire. Strike Eagle goes down to the Tornado. Oh, and so does the F-15 Eagle. Tornado absolutely slamming everything in the air. That's devastating for Tman. That just annihilated so much air power. That is very, very nasty. A Strike Eagle and another Eagle down. That's 2 Eagles lost, 1 Strike Eagle gone. Ouch. That was not a good air battle for Tman at all. The RNG was not with him today. Zulu switches hands to Darkneutron. Unsurprisingly, he managed to do a good maneuver into there. His arm rifles are looking very badly damaged, though. He desperately needs to get them repaired or get some reinforcements in there. Chieftain Mark 11 Command is on the way in to this area. That'll be a second Chieftain on site. Good use of the HE bombers there, though. They are obviously getting hit pretty hard by the Stingers and the Chaparrals. That Chaparral in the middle of the map there is getting some nice shots. And I assume getting the kills on a lot of those things as well. Chaparral over here taking out another Gazelle at this side of the map as well. Chaparrals, even with their range nerf, still perform exceptionally well. Never to be underestimated. Chieftain Mark 11 Command, slightly out of position, gets taken out by the M1 IPs. Apache able to engage from a reasonable distance here on that warrior. Doesn't manage to kill it though. Tman being pretty aggressive over here, really pushing up his engineers there, right to the edge of the point. Obviously, realistically, there's an SAS patrol, which is maybe a little bit scary, but obviously the AA and the Milan 2 there easily dealt with by those squads. And that side of the map is just looking like Tman's personal play zone. What is still bizarre to me, and will always be bizarre, and it's different when you're playing the game, but when you're sat here looking, I'm just looking at Bravo and going, Bravo is completely empty. There's been nothing in it for the last 10 minutes or longer, and nobody on either side of this has bothered to go near it. Obviously, Darkneutron doesn't really need to. He's in control, and Tman hasn't tried to take it. I'm assuming that sooner or later, Tman will move in there. It's a surprise to me that it always just gets left by everybody. Some Bradleys coming in here with fire teams. Coming up to this tree line, I assume, so they can push in sideways into this point rather than try to go over more open terrain. Tman looking pretty good over here. That M1IP Abrams is finally pushing up to Bravo. I saw it coming around the back there, and I assumed surely now it's going to go into Bravo. Surely. There's nothing there. There's a Gazelle rocket which will spot it going in, but that's about to die to the Chaparral. Yeah, Chaparral gets a good kill there. Tornado, HE bomber, looking for a kill on these infantry, I assume. Veers off. 2 Phantom AAs in. When you're out of F-15s, you bring in the Phantoms. Again, map control very much on Tman's side at the moment. He's spread out here, there, and everywhere. He may not be +2 anymore, but he still has that control. And he's still got units in this point. He just doesn't want to risk moving his command in. And there's the Abrams command at the top of the screen there, moving into Bravo. Reinforcements immediately called in over there for Darkneutron. It means that Darkneutron will have to spread himself even thinner to retake that. Tornado came in for the Apache, but the Apache landed in time. Tman's looking a bit stronger down here now. He redirected forces and called in a few more things here. He's got those fire team moving in. Here come the Phantoms again, looking for a kill on that Tornado. Well, they've veered off. They don't want to go over the tracked rapiers. There's the command back in this point. There's no counter command in there. There is a Chieftain Mark 11 command in the center of the town area, though, so it could be moved back down to contest that. Currently a +4 to Tman, as he's also in complete control of Bravo. Phantoms coming in there, looking for some kills. One is taken out by the tracked rapiers, though. HE Bomber going for the infantry at the top in the middle there. That was a nice kill by the Phantom. But in terms of airplay in general, Tman is not having a good game. Tornado here coming after that Phantom. Nasty hit, even if it gets out. And it doesn't. The tracked rapier finishes the job. Tman losing jets left, right, and center in this game. Oh, and now he loses the Apache as well as the Tornado gets off a second missile and manages to finish it off. Very nice. Is this more Phantoms coming in? More Phantoms coming in, chasing down that Tornado. Tornado takes a nasty hit. Does it take a second? It does not. Third shot goes out. Tornado evacs safely. Damaged, but safely. Yeah, Tman is not having a good day when it comes to the AA rolls. He's losing a lot. Don't get me wrong, Darkneutron's lost a few jets as well, but comparatively in terms of price, I think Tman's on the worst side of it here. But Tman, however, has the map control at a +4. 8 minutes to the victory now. We are 20 minutes into this game. We are at the halfway mark, and it is looking pretty good for Tman again. He's just got a nice wall of units all across the map. I'm just looking at how Darkneutron can possibly retake some positions here. He's still got units in there. He's calling in a rover command. At least he will be able to neutralize that point, although there's quite a lot down here for Tman. The next thing he needs to do is get into these 2 points, I suppose. This will be difficult. There's quite a lot of stuff still sat in here, including ATGMs and obviously the Dragons, which are kind of ATGMs as well, just shorter range. So that's going to be a hard one to crack. This, easier with the right forces, and this, easier with the right forces. Though again, there is an ITO protecting that as well now. I feel like this will be a difficult turnaround. Bradley's here firing out those tanks pushing in. They smoke off. The Bradleys are firing again though. Obviously good range on those TOR-2 missiles. Getting a nice hit on one of the chieftains there. At the moment, it looks like Darkneutron is going to focus on taking Zulu, perhaps. There is the odd unit coming in at the other side there. Scouts being dealt with by the M1 IP command. HE Bomber coming in, looking for a kill on the Engineer's Dragon, I assume. There's the Tornado dropping. Oh, it misses the building. Seemed to drop behind them. Chaparral's getting some shots off on this now, and the Stingers. It has managed to get out of there, though. Just zoom out. Yeah, very nice line of units for Tman in this game now. He's well positioned just to hold. And he's got a Cobra on the field still for fast response. Spinning it round to Darkneutron side. There's that rover command going into Zulu for the neutralization. Now only a +3 to Tman. But we still need to see another big maneuver here from Darkneutron. 7 minutes, 50 seconds to the victory for Tman on a +3. Phantoms coming in for Tman. I think going for that tornado. Again, they're going to be flying over the tracked rapiers, though. One of them's already taken a nasty hit from the tornado. The other one's continuing on. He's going for the kill. It's taken a hit itself. The tornado looks like it's going to get out okay. Following it all the way to the edge. The tornado is out. The Phantom, though, damaged. Strike Eagle coming in the center there. Gets a kill on a Challenger Mark II. Good use of the Strike Eagle. Strike Eagle's taken a nasty hit as well, though. And this Phantom flying straight back over enemy air defense. Trying to veer off to the side of the map, but tracked rapiers. Down it goes. I was going to say it would have been very lucky if it got out there. Tman having a very, very bad day when it comes to aircraft. And here's a push on Echo. Wasn't the push I was expecting, but it is the push that's happening nonetheless, and it's not going badly. Chieftain command tank almost in the point. There's no counter command in there for Tman. Good push here. The point will switch hands. Down to a +1 for Tman. That pushes it to 19 minutes pretty much to a victory. Is this the comeback that we've been waiting for? Darkneutron should be able to clear this up at close range. There's no short range anti-tank in there. It's all ATGM, so as long as he gets on top of these units, he will cause issues. He's been pushed out of Zulu, though. There was a lot of units over there for Tman. Back to a +2. 9 minutes to the victory. 15 minutes left of this game. Over at this side, Darkneutron did get into Bravo. He's got the arm rifles in there, the Warrior Milan at the back, but there's just too much there. Tman has way too many units over this side now. He's got multiple tanks. He's got the Cobra over here assisting. That Sultan is not going to get into that point. Can he make progress into this point, though, with the Warrior Milan, the Assault Pioneers? There's gun group as well. There's still an M1IP Abrams covering this point. Foxtrot. There's still 2 fire teams there. And there's still the Ito. I think this is going to be a difficult push. The Ito firing out across the runway towards the Chieftains. The Chieftains are going to push across as well, though. I mean, there's potential here that Darkneutron can pivot from Echo across to Foxtrot. Though, there's a Bradley there as well. That's a lot of tow launches. M1IP coming in at the back there. Apache coming in as well. They're going to have problems from the rear. There's an Ito vehicle there. It's one of the Jeeps. Gets a kill on the Rover. Jet on the way in for Darkneutron behind the camera. Anti-air jet. Maybe looking for killing the Cobra, but the Cobra's actually landed, I think. Tman being quite careful with his helicopters in this game. He has lost a couple, but he is trying to keep them landed when not in use, or when he sees threats coming in. GR1 HE bomber coming in for the infantry in these buildings. Is it a better strike this time? Yes, beautiful strike, but it goes down. Fight Team 84 went down, as did the... I think both squads were in the same building, but the Tornado lost in that bombing run. A couple of chieftains trying to push into this point down here, getting hit by the dragons there. Still +2 to T-Man, 6 minutes to the victory. Tornado keeping overwatch. Oh, took a hit from... Oh, and it goes down. Got a little bit too close. Stinger hit it, and then the Chaparral finished the job. I'm not sure how many Tornadoes are left now. I'm trying to think in my head how many he's lost. He has 4 in total. He's certainly lost a few of those. Chieftain, Mark 11, taken out by the Cobra and the Abrams. And there's the surrender. Commiserations, Darkneutron, well played to T-Man, who takes both the first and second game of this set. Slightly ahead in the kills there, obviously. Let's have a look at the kills and losses. That Abrams at the start was doing the work. Cobra did alright. Chaparral, though, I wonder if that's the one in the middle. I think it is. Got a few kills there. Ito was doing alright. Strike Eagle did well until it got shot down. Abrams doing a good job there as well. Chaparral doing a good job. HE Bomber got the armor rifles. I was looking for... The Pivad's got a kill on Lynx Hellarm. Stinger got a kill on a Lynx Hellarm. I was just pondering to myself if any of the other oh, there's a Stinger there got a Jaguar. Just wonder what took out all those aircraft. Because the aircraft from T-Man's side didn't seem to get many other aircraft. I mean, they got one Tornado there. But I don't think, other than that, Strike Eagle or Chieftain. No. Yeah, the Air Force on T-Man's side there was not faring well at all. Over on the other side, there's nothing quite as stand out, but you know what? Doesn't that Tornado deserve a round of applause? A Strike Eagle and then the F-15 Eagle in the same pass. That was impressive. And it then got an Apache later, but that was pretty good. And there we have it. I kind of want to give MVP to that Tornado. I realize it doesn't have as many kills, but the fact that it got both of those in one pass just impressed me. But there you go. Game 2 of the best of 5 goes to T-Man. If T-Man wins the next game, that's it. It's all over. He's won the 3 he needs. If Darkneutron takes it, there's a chance Darkneutron could still go through to the finals. Thank you for watching, everyone. Please do like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned tomorrow for the next game of this set.